Hey Zach, so here's your custom Starfall lightsaber. We're going to take a quick look at this on camera, and then we will get through everything, how to use it and all that. But I just want to show you all of Nick's work. Beautiful etching on the shroud, on the grip section. Feels nice and solid in the hands. So we're going to start from the top. Here is your blade retention. You want to loosen that. Blade plug falls right out. You have your lit blade PCB connector right here. So when you put your blade plug on, you get really nice shine through because that connector does light up. We'll see that in a minute. You have your power button right here, your auxiliary button on this side. Really nice tactile feedback. You can feel it and you can hear it on both. To get to the chassis, just unscrew the grip. You have your chassis here with your Profi board V3.9, USB connector, SD card, on and off switch. Left is off, right is on. You have your battery on the back. You have this recessed portion that you can use your fingers. Makes it a little easier to take the battery out. But your bottom side right here is negative. Button top is positive. It goes like this. Spring side is always negative. To turn it on, you want to flip the switch. But before we do that, I want to show you this. This is a ribbon micro USB connector. You can plug right in. And you can program the board if you know how to do that, if you want to try that in the future. But I'll put a link in the description for one of these on Amazon. They're like $7, maybe like $8 to be honest. It's been a while since I bought one, but I remember I paid like $8 for it. It's not that expensive. So you want to fire this up and put the grip on. And it does have all your fonts on here. So the 5 that you sent me plus the 12 Starfall fonts, so that's 17. And the first one is this one, which is Heroes Pack. And we can scroll through all your fonts by hitting the aux button, but in the box you're going to get this sheet. Just shows you how to use your lightsaber. It's a very basic controls, and you're also getting a 36-inch blade and a battery charger with a hilt in the box, okay? So start off, you hit the power button to ignite, hit it again to retract. You can also twist to ignite and twist to retract, but you have to do it kind of with purpose in order for it to work. Like that and like that, right? If you roll your hand too many times, you're gonna ignite it and retract it right away. So let me see if I can do that. See that? So I ignited it and retracted it. So it does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you got it, it's like super cool. But if you want to change fonts, you want to hit your aux button. And we go to your next font, which is Balin's Skull.
I sense Count Dooku.
And Count Dooku. Or if you want to go backwards, you want to point down.
Balin's Skull.
And I'll go backwards, okay? We'll go back to the first one.
I will do what I must.
And to play tracks, you want to hold the power button maybe 2 seconds. 1, 2. You hear that sound. You can rotate through your tracks. Hit the power button again. Locks in the track. You can ignite the saber while the track is playing. To turn off the tracks, you want to retract the lightsaber, hold it 2 seconds again, the power button, turns off the tracks. If you want to get to the volume menu, you want to hold power and then click aux.
Enter volume menu.
If you go left,
maximum volume.
Or right, you're going to get to the top, which is maximum volume. Or you could go all the way to the bottom of the wheel, which is minimum volume.
Minimum volume.
All the way back up to the top.
Maximum volume.
Max volume.
Exit volume menu.
Hit any button to exit the volume menu. It locks in that level for you. To check the battery level, you want to hold aux, hit power.
Battery level 52%.
You get your battery level right there. And the rest of the controls are when you have a blade on or when it's ignited, right? So for the purposes of this video, I have a really short test blade just so I don't knock stuff on my table. So you want to have the blade all the way down. Make sure it's all the way down. And then tighten your retention screw. If you fire this up and the blade doesn't turn on, it's because you don't have it all the way down, okay? So there it is. So blast effects, hit the aux button right here. You have other effects like stab and tip drag, which I can't really do here because it's a table. You want to use your longer blade for that. But other ones you have is like lightning block. You hold the power button and click aux. You get really, really cool lightning block effect. Or if you want to do lockup, you can hold power and then clash the saber. And you get like a cool lockup effect in the middle of your blade. Looks way better when you have a long blade. You can rotate to turn it off. And if you want to change colors, you want to have it on, hold the aux button and click power.
Red, orange, red.
And then just rotate just like the volume menu
Dark orange, orange.
until you find a color you like. But if you find one that you like,
Gold, yellow, green, yellow.
you hit power. But if you want to go back to the original one, say you did this by accident, hit aux and it will revert.
Revert.
So go back to the color that you were, okay? And that's pretty much it for all the basic controls. There is much more advanced controls, and I'll put a link in the description to that. This is just a much more simplified version, but there's stuff like turning gestures off and just other things, right, that you can do. But these are the basic ones, and I just want to give you one last look at the Saber real quick before I end the video. But there it is. Thanks so much for your patience, man, and I hope you enjoy. And it was a pleasure doing this, all right? Thanks.